Street Series Pre. I'm about an hour and a half in, and I'm not stopping. It's crazy. Yeah. Damn. Let's get into this video. What's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. This day with Mission to Muscle. Today we're going to review Street Series Pre-Workout by Street Supps. This is a Stem Junkie pre-workout. We're getting right in the ingredient profile. As you can tell, I've done a couple videos in the gym while I was training, and one of the videos is actually while I'm in it explaining the energy, the focus, and the mood on the pre-workout. But we'll jump right in the ingredient profile, get through this real quick so we can get into the effects and how this delivers. So right on the top, we have a Wake Win Repeat Performance Blend. It's citrulline malate 2-to-1. That's 6 whopping grams. That's going to give you about 4 grams of L-citrulline for vasodilation and pumps, and the malic acid for energy. Then we have beta-alanine at 3 grams. How dare they? 200 milligrams less from the efficacious dosage. How dare they? So this is an ingredient that's going to give you the tingles, the itching, the scratching, more reps, more sets, less fatigue during your training. Then we have GBB at 10 milligrams. This is a great ingredient. It's great for fat burners. It's great in pre-workouts. This is going to cause you to sweat. It's going to cause your body to produce more of its own natural carnitine, and carnitine is needed as the shuttling mechanism for fats that are breaking down in your body as you're training to be delivered into cells to be burned off or be used as energy. Then we move on down to a Street Smart Mind Muscle Connection Matrix here. Well, not really a matrix. We got L-tyrosine at 2 grams. This is for dopamine release. It's to keep dopamine elevated for less fatigue during your training, reduce stressors on the brain. It also is a noradrenaline enhancer for the brain and a little bit of energy when it's coupled with other stimulants. Then we have 2-amino, 200 milligrams. This is DMHA, and this is a heavy hitter. For those that don't know, this is an exotic stem. This is going to be for fat loss. This is going to be nootropic, euphoric, if it's good stuff, feeling, and it's going to give you that dialed in focus. 200 milligrams is actually pretty good. So if this is good, I'll let you guys know. If it's good, this should get us in the zone. Then we got Eria Jarensis at 200 milligrams. This is a great fat loss ingredient coupled with other stimulants. It also provides more energy when it's coupled with other stimulants. Some euphoria and mood benefits to it, and cognitive function. Then we move on down to the Synergy Dark Energy Tonic. We got caffeine anhydrous, 400 milligrams. Decent dose. Then we have a mega synephrine that is a combination of synephrine HCl and isopropanol synephrine, 70 milligrams. That's a pretty good dose. So those that are sensitive to synephrine, you really have to be careful on, products that carry synephrine, because they can elevate the heart rate and it can elevate the blood pressure. But basically what this is going to do, this is a non-stimulant thermogenic. It helps with the lipolysis, or the breaking down of fats to be delivered as energy and for fat loss. It's also going to make you sweat. Very good, very, very good ingredient. Unfortunately, the FDA is getting their hands on this, and this may be something that we're not going to see too many times in pre-workouts pretty soon. Then we got hordenine, 40 milligrams, decent dose. This is for cognitive function, fat loss, energy, and this is the bring it all together ingredient. This is a great ingredient when stacked with Eria, when stacked with caffeine, and some of these 2-aminos, DMHA, DMBA. It really kind of jump starts everything. Then we have yohimbine HCl at 2 milligrams and alpha yo at 1 milligram. This is a fat loss. These are fat loss ingredients. And because of the way they break down fat and allow you to lose or mobilize fat, they block one of the receptors in our body that in turn spikes adrenaline. So this is a fat loss and energy ingredient. So moving on. Street Series pre-workout. How did it do? First we get into flavor. This is a H-Town Drunk. So very, very good flavor. If you guys are looking, I got this at Sub Kings. I know that they have probably about 20 left last time I checked it this morning. And they do have the H-Town Drunk. It's kind of like it's blue. So I'm assuming it's like a blueberry, but very, very good. You're going to be very happy with the flavor on this. This is a 1 scoop, 2 scoop. We're going off the 2 scoop here, of course. And 2 flat level scoops is just kind of like right on. So you'll be fine with no scale on this, just flat level scooping. This runs, geez, Sub King sent it to me, so I didn't have to buy it. I think it's within that $45, $50 range. So it's a heavy hitter, just so you guys know. This is a Stim Junkie pre. This is no joke. This is not a beginner pre-workout by no means whatsoever. So what happens when you take the 2 scoops? So you take the 2 scoops, nothing major happens. One thing I didn't talk about in this is there are some pros and then there are some cons, or a con to this. So positives, of course, a lot of positives is pre-workout as far as Stim Junkie wise goes. But there is one negative, possible negative for those of you out there that are sensitive to niacin. I forgot to say, let you guys know on the label, there's 40 milligrams of niacin in this thing. And this is a dosage that you find in, like, NutriFit has 40 milligrams in some of their pre-workouts. And there are some of you out there that can't handle 40 milligrams. So it will affect you as far as you'll feel like you're burning. You're going to turn red like an Oompa Loompa from Willy Wonka. And what happened to me, so before I get into this, what happened to me was I received this and I've got a bunch of products to review. I've got glass, I've got some sleep aids, I'm kind of like going a little nuts trying to get these reviews done and trying to keep on top of everything. That when I first took this, I just woke up in the morning, took my first meal, went to the bottle, cracked it open, pulled the thing, took the scooper, weighed it, put it on there, made sure the scooper was fine, and I just scooped into the cup and I was on the way. And my mistake is I should have shaken this sucker up, because I must have got a mixture of high niacin. It had to be at least 70 milligrams of niacin. I had the worst experience for 30 minutes. My face was on fire. I was red. I mean, I'm telling you, it was horrible. Vision was blurred. It was just a real horrible experience. And I know it was a mixture issue, because when I shook it up real good, shook it around, took the scooper out, shook it around, and took it the next time, I had my normal reaction to 40 milligrams of niacin, which is a flushing effect on the skin. So I turned a little red, but I didn't get that I'm on fire type feeling. So for those of you that are sensitive to niacin, tread lightly with this thing, as far as don't jump right into the 2 scoops. Do 1, 1.5, just to test yourself in the tolerance on this. So when you take the 2 scoops, what's going to happen is the niacin is going to blunt out the beta-alanine. So I really got very faint to nothing tingles, itching, scratching on this. Hardly nothing at all. I very didn't feel it. I mean, really. So if you're looking for a beta-alanine hitter, then this is not the one to get, because it just dampers the whole thing. And that niacin actually just opens up the blood vessels real quick and gets all these ingredients moving in your body. So 20 minutes in, when you're sitting there, all of a sudden energy pops in with a little bit of anxious feeling, like you just started a car, and it's revving as your heart's pounding a little harder, and it elevates. So real quick, this elevates up to about 30-35 minutes, to where it just builds. The focus builds, the energy builds, the anxious feeling builds, all the way on up to about 45 minutes to where it peaks. And 45 minutes, you want to be doing something, because it's that type of anxious feeling there. It gets you moving. You are going to have energy that is powerful energy. This is a very get crap done type pre-workout with physical energy. The focus on this thing really jumps in to its full effect right around 50 minutes. and I took some videos in the gym. We're going to talk about, I'm going to send you straight to that video that I talk about the energy effects that I'm feeling. I'm about an hour in, I think, and the focus and the mood. So we'll get right into it. So what's up, guys? I got to explain the effects on this while I'm on it. Just so you guys know, this is pure physical energy. So when this thing kicks in, it's physical for 2 hours as far as the energy drive. The nootropics on this, just so you know, it's when it dials in and it finally comes in an hour, it's a nootropic bubble. It's dialed in. This is laser type focus. You basically, as far as the concentration effect on this thing, there's no one in the gym right now, and when I've trained on this thing, I haven't find my back turned. I just am unaware of everything going on around me. If someone came in the gym, if someone's standing behind me, because I'm so dialed in laser focus wise and concentration wise. The so-called euphoric feeling on this couples with the energy. So it is total physical. So mentally you feel real good, but it's total physical energy and total physical mental well-being. So depending on what type of music you're listening to, depending on what's driving you as far as kind of like, you know, starting the fire for the mental portion of this thing. I listen to some high-end motivation type music. It's going to just enhance the mood. And for me, it's complete feel-good, physical, euphoric feeling on this thing. So we'll get back into the car. So coming off of this pre, because a lot of you guys train in the morning like me, coming off of this pre is super smooth. The energy is going to last as it tapers down about 4 to 5 hours from when you initially taking it. And then the focus and the concentration, the nootropic feeling is going to stick with you. Honestly, it feels like a good 6 hours where it's hanging around, and then it kind of hangs around for a few more hours after that, kind of faintly. So you kind of still feel like cognitively, the nootropic wise, you get a sense of it still there. So very, very potent, very, very strong. The mood that you feel in the gym transfers out after your training and sticks with you for a good 6 hours, 7 hours. That positive mood, it's not like happy. So you're not like happy go lucky, but it's a very uplifted type feeling, but still like a almost get shit done type feeling. Like you know, get out of my fucking way. I'm moving, excuse my language. I'll say it better. Get out of my damn way. I've got stuff to do. I'm going around you. That type of a mood. How you doing? Goodbye. So you feel good. You're not like, hey, how's it going, man? Blah, 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 blah. You're just not real super happy. Just a very good, uplifted, real feeling good feel. So pumps on this thing is the last thing I want to talk about. Pumps are, I'd like to say this thing is so physical that I can't even say this pumps are decent, because you freaking don't notice the pumps. You are just wired to get things done through the workout, that you are blasting through it with so much energy that you don't even pay attention to pumps. So if you want pumps, you're going to have to stack a pump product on this. If you want something super noticeable during this kind of like wired, powerful, positive, just workout that you're just knocking out and crushing and feeling good about. So pumps are really not a thing with this pre-workout. So that's just what it is. But you know blood flow is happening because you're just going from set to rep to rep. It's a very good pre-workout. I want to let you guys know it is worth it if you're a stim junkie to try this thing out. And I'm going to leave you guys with me leaving the gym with a few other things that I have to say. So workout's done. So the energy on this thing is going to last you for a good 2 hours, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. Just depends on how hard you hit it, because before the energy dies down, I guarantee if you if you're busting your butt in the gym, your own energy stores are gonna dial down before the stimmed energy dials down. So if you want like 2.5 hour workout, bring 5 grams of carbs, 10 grams of carbs with you, maybe an hour and a half in, and down it to get your own energy stores going, so it kind of couples with that stimmed energy effect. Other than that, this Dave, Thermogenics. Look at that, I'm sweating like crazy. You guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can, give the video a thumbs up before you leave. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you guys next time.